This is Get Inspired with Lyeese. Thanks for joining me. Today's topic, new every morning. Let's define new. Recently produced by change, not habituated, not familiar, unaccustomed, renovated, repaired so as to recover the first state, fresh after any event. King James Version Dictionary. Do you remember the first time you bought a brand new or at least new to you car? It was clean and pretty with a fresh new scent. Perhaps you were extremely excited about it and couldn't wait for it to be recognized and complimented by others. Or maybe you remember the first time you bought a new item of clothing and you couldn't wait to wear it. What about the moment you first met your true love and you walked around with a big smile and such a giddy heart? It was like you were walking on a cloud because you were so in love and extremely happy about this new relationship. You just couldn't wait to see or talk to your lover every day. Why do new things bring about so much excitement and often get our undivided attention? Why is it that once they are in a used, old, or familiar state, we lose interest and it is no longer something that requires our attention? There is no doubt that material things are not here to stay, and you cannot take them wherever you'll spend eternity. But we know God's love is with us always, and his everlasting life is ours if we choose to accept his Son, Jesus Christ. 2 Corinthians 5:17. If any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. This means that anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone, a new life has begun. If you want to see anything new, you must get rid of the old life. Remove what has become familiar. Lamentations 3:22 and 23. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. God's compassions fail not, and for this we have fresh instances every morning. So we have to renew our relationship in Christ and bring our total life under subjection to his fresh instances every morning. Has your marriage become so familiar that you feel like you've fallen out of love with your spouse? Are you lonely, often desiring for those feelings you had when you first met your true love? Or has the loneliness caused you to seek out something or someone new just to get back to that new car scent or new level of intimacy? If this sounds like your situation or you want to avoid it becoming your situation, let's look into resolving or preventing this issue. Marriage is quite a long road to travel with one person, and there are going to be a great deal of times when life gets in the way between the to-do list, the kids, your work, and responsibilities. The marriage will take on a familiar outlook and used car scent. Even levels of intimacy may get worn out and stale if you're not intentional about keeping the bedroom fresh and exciting. Let's visit a few points on how we can get the marriage back to new and make it fresh after any event. Number one, produce change. Change your systems and routines. If what is familiar has become boring and uninteresting, then shake things up. Get back to the dating phases. Remember what makes your spouse smile, what touches their heart and makes them all bubbly inside. Remember what moves and comforts them. Pursue and chase. If you allow for things to remain in the familiar state that it's in, then fulfillment will be lost and you'll be looking for change in other things. Number two, repair. Whatever is broken has to be fixed. There is nothing beyond repair with Christ. Make an effort to work on the problem areas of your marriage. Work through those areas first by communicating what you need to improve, not just on what your spouse needs to improve. Focus on yourself. Take responsibility for your own actions. Communicate to each other your perception of the problems. Make a list of things both of you want to change. Let your conflict lead to growth. Be transparent and honest. Relinquish power and control. Refrain from devaluing your spouse. Number three, renovate. Recover the first state of your relationship when it was fresh and new. Learn and grow in friendship and intimacy. Find a deeper connection with your spouse. Focus on having a life journey together. Make an intentional decision to focus on your marriage, as it should not just be something that exists. For example, like an old piece of dusty furniture taking up a space in your house. In order to bring life back to it, clean it up, polish it, make it new again. Usually, one would not renovate without first having a vision of what they would like for the new room, new house, or new furniture to look like. This process is taking something old, no longer new looking, and turning it into something beautiful and worth looking at. Write out a vision for your marriage. Make a blueprint. Instead of trying to purchase something new to replace it, i.e., divorce, or a new person, or a new fling of intimacy, which is the devil's strategy to destroy the union and make you think him or her is greener grass. A simple renovation with Christ centered actions would offer better results. God can restore a broken marriage. While society, the enemy, and the result of our own stinking thinking will convince us that it is beyond repair, through God, all things are possible. If He was never first in your relationship, renovate now and make Him first. Allow Him to transform your marriage. Make God a priority in your life, as He will open up your understanding and give you direction for your marriage. Outdo one another in showing honor to your spouse. Romans 12:10. Show family affection to one another with brotherly love. Outdo one another in showing honor. Love and honor are actions. Get back to the love you shared when your relationship was new. Find that excitement again for your spouse. Make your relationship new every morning. Here at Get Inspired, we have a prayer list called 100 Blessings from God, in efforts to pray for others and see the manifestation of God's blessings through your prayer request. When prayers are answered, we add another prayer as they are requested, with the opportunity to pray for hundreds. If you desire prayer, please drop your request in the comments below or send us an email at getinspired.thejourney@gmail.com. This is Get Inspired with Lyeese. Thanks for joining me. Be safe, blessed, and prosperous.